Call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Hanson.
Here.
Glass.
Here.
Tucker.
Here.
Sherman. Sheila.
Here.
Fisher.
Here.
Swallow. Here.
Approval of the minutes of the regular meeting held August 14th, 2024.
I make a motion to approve the August 14th meeting minutes.
Second. Roll call, please.
Glass.
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Sheila.
Yes.
Swallow. Yes.
Approval of minutes from special meeting held September 6th, 2024.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of September 6th.
Second. Roll call, please.
Glass.
Yes.
Sheila.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
Swallow. Yes.
Discussion and action on financial statement from August 2024. We tabled these previously, are they correct now?
So if you look at August, the question was this pool cash bank account. So we're waiting on a payment to Sprinter to clear, and it hadn't yet. So if you look at September, they have. So that's what the description came in last time. Is that number started everybody off because it was waiting for that 491,000 to come out. So that was the confusion, so that payment was happening right there at the end of the month.
I make a motion to approve the financials of August 24th.
Second. Roll call, please.
Glass.
Yes.
Tucker.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Sheila.
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
Swallow. Yes.
Discussion and action on financial statement from September 2024.
I make a motion that we approve the September 2024 financial.
I'm sorry, I've got a question.
Okay.
So, on page 1, cash and investment balance is down the bottom. And then the categories above it, is that all the activity for the month?
That's all of our CDs in our pool, both pooled investments, both ICS investments.
Okay, I'm talking about the categories above it. You know, the revenues for the month, for the current period, and the expenditures for the current period. Is that all the activity for the month, or was there other money coming in and going out besides what's listed?
No, that was all the activity.
So,
for the month.
yeah.
So, my question is, if we had a total, at the end of August, had a total of 1.61 million in investment accounts, that's all our cash and money, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and it went up $4,000 at the end of September, but we actually spent $20,000 more than we took in. So how does that equate? If that's all the activity for the month. I'm just asking for clarification. I'm not questioning if it's right or wrong. I'm just asking how that works.
If I can, I'm not exactly, I haven't looked at it in any detail, but the over or under, revenue over or under expenditures,
For the
that's
month,
not,
for the month.
yeah,
Okay.
that's not going to necessarily equal a change in cash depending on, because that hits as soon as the encumbered invoice is paid, but it's not necessarily reflecting a check that may not have cleared the bank in cash.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Thank you. I'll second these.
Roll call, please.
Sheila,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Tucker,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Swallow. Yes.
Director's report.
This is the last full week of soccer, last weekend of flag football. Got a tournament this weekend with 15 teams, just a one day on Saturday. Competitive basketball signups deadline is Friday, and I'm already sitting at 37 teams for that, so we can only take 3 more total. That'll start November 9th. Youth volleyball's finishing this week. We've just been staying busy, so everything's going good.
So softball this weekend?
Yeah, one day softball.
Okay. I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
City Council. City Council report.
In August, we approved an agreement with Woods County to build a senior citizen center. In September, we approved a land swap with Northwest Tech and ARC. And then we approved a contract with City Economics to enhance our economic development. And the rest of it was pretty routine.
Thank you. Discussion and action regarding the Alva Recreation Complex policies and procedures.
Did you guys have a chance to look over that anymore after we brought it up in one of our previous meetings? No? Did you attach that here, Tatum? You didn't, did you?
No,
Oh,
I think it is.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna resend that out to you guys and just maybe with some suggestions that I was thinking of. Right now we talked about gym rentals, $10 an hour. That doesn't even cover my employee, so we need to look to see what we need to bump that to. Normally, if they rent for a birthday party, if they use the gym, half of the gym and the concession seating area for cake and ice cream and stuff, it's only $10. That's going to have to go up to at least cover, my people being here. So I will resend this out to you guys, maybe with some suggestions that I have, and hopefully then we can come back and we can get something set and changed.
So we need to read the motion to table. Entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion. Table.
A motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Fisher,
Yes.
Glass,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Tucker,
Yes.
Sheila,
Yes.
Swallow. Yes.
Discussion and action regarding LWCF grant, bathhouse/gazebo and pool project.
Other than the letter that's in your packet, I'll tell you that I did have conversation late this afternoon prior to the meeting with Mr. McMurray, the author of this letter, and he is going to get me some clarification on some of the items on this letter, and so there is no need to take any action at this time. I would recommend tabling. Actually, I would recommend no action because I am not led to believe that we're going to have, direction consistent with what this letter is.
So we would entertain a motion, and if there was no motion, then it would die. So we'd entertain a motion. If there's no motion, we will move on to item number 10. Discussion and action to approve diving board selection and possibly change order number 6.
So in your packet, I included the alternative diving boards that they sent us that were a little cheaper, not significantly cheaper, but a little bit cheaper. But after looking at those, so the 3/4 meter and the 1 meter, their pages look like this, are the cheaper versions. After talking to the pool manufacturer or the pool guys, and they recommend sticking with this one, which is the original one we approved putting the diving board in. This is the one that was bid.
And it was 30-some thousand.
I think that's right. Yeah. Like we can go to the cheaper ones, but they said they're not going to last us as long. Is basically what they said.
So basically, a cheaper one is about, what do you think, 20,000 cheaper?
Not quite that much.
Okay.
So it's maybe a difference of $10,000. Just kind of depends when you got the 3/4 meter or the 1 meter.
Right.
But the other, actually, the one I recommend is the 1 meter aluminum springboard that is a different material than the original last. It's significantly longer. They couldn't tell me the exact year number, but that's what they said. So it's whatever y'all want to do to the pool manufacturer's recommendations with what was did.
So how high above the concrete will this platform be?
I don't know about the concrete. The board would be 1 meter above the water. So roughly a little under 3 feet above the water.
And the pool's deep enough?
Yeah.
For that.
Looks like 19.5 inches.
I think you're right, yeah.
19 and a half inches.
That's one of the cheaper ones, but I think the stage is
On
on
the
the 3/4.
On the 3/4 one,
Yeah, the 1 meter.
19.5, and the 1 meter is 29.5.
29.5.
And those will all be pretty much standard as far as the height.
3/4. As long as our pool's deep enough. Just about the higher up you are.
Yeah. That well's
Yeah, it's
deep.
Okay. So we don't need to do anything, we've already approved it.
Unless you want to change it.
Unless you want to change it, right?
But we're not going to change it, correct?
Right.
unless you want to.
Right, unless you want to. Like I said, I want to make sure that we brought the option to the board. Let you guys make that decision.
Do we need to entertain a motion saying, and if no action is preferred, then
Justin, we'll just go for one.
we would entertain a motion for item number 10. Item 10 died due to lack of action. Item 11, discussion and action to approve Hatfield Aquatic Center sanitary sewer installation.
So as part of this project, we've got to extend the sewer, tie into the city sewer project, city sewer lines, so going to include a couple of manholes. It's going to be roughly 12 to 15 feet deep. Somehow, when in the original negotiations of this whole thing,
There's a
miscommunication, they thought we were going to self-perform that. And as a city, we can't self-perform for what this cost is right here. Not to mention, it take our guys about a month to get it done. That's a month I'm not going to have these guys doing something else, or they're not going to be fixing water leaks or doing that kind of stuff. So, like I said, we can't do it for this cost. So I would recommend we go with this. That's about half of what Greg thought he would be able to do for, to be honest with you.
Well, he was even going to have to get some extra equipment.
Yeah,
too.
you have to bring a really big track over to get that deep and handle those concrete manholes and all that kind of stuff, so.
So it said in the contract with this pool builder that we were gonna do it.
Then all of a sudden, when they came to us, it was like.
We said, what? So, the recommendation for the city is that we go with this just because it's more cost effective. So for money and manpower,
Where will this come from?
we'll have to figure that out.
It could, there's options for that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it could come from the utility authority, it could come, there's options for that.
The recommendation is to approve this. We don't, without a specific knowledge of where the money is going to come from, but just that there's options for where the money is going to come from. That's an accurate summary. Who's entertain a motion?
I'd make that motion.
Second. Roll call, please.
Which one of you? Oh, Heath.
Was it you?
Glass,
Yes.
Tucker, Hanson,
Yes.
Sheila,
Yes.
Fisher, Swallow.
Yes.
Remarks and inquiries by board members?